down today.
Bom,
And we always say there's no such thing as
hoje
good or
eu
bad
falou
earnings.
aí de
There's just earnings and the
oportunidade.
market's reaction to it. They,
Vamos falar um
they
pouquinho
beat and
aí
had a
do
bunch of positive
que
growth
tá
metrics.
pegando.
Although if you dug a little
Aqui, ó, real.
deeper,
Deixa eu falar um canal
like their
aqui,
member growth,
internacional.
that actually has been slowing.
Olha só, Breaking News aqui. Eu preciso até mudar o nome do bagulho aqui que eu tava. Vou colocar aqui, né? Breaking News, peraí. Break- Fica mais impactante, né? A galera gosta de fazer coisa impactante, né? Chama mais atenção. Olha aí, beleza? Coloquei aí, Breaking News. Que é Breaking, né? Breaking News. Breaking News, isso aí. Olha só, pessoal, qual é a Breaking News? Bitcoin, a Bitica aí, ó. Vedete aí, a queridinha da galera, né? Da nova geração e do futuro, é minha também, né? Ela tá, né? A Bitcoin, o Bitcoin, sempre me confundo, né? Olha só, tá chegando, todas as análises que a gente fez se concretizaram, tá? Então, realmente respeitou aí a análise técnica, tá? O Bitcoin que era, a última vez que a gente falou, ó, aqui, ó, certinho, cravado, olha, coisa de livro mesmo, ó. Foi, caiu, bateu pullback em cima, pontinho, bum, e acelerou. Olha, um excelente quem gosta de trader aí, ó. Excelente trader aqui, ó. Tá vendo aqui, ó? O no pullback, né? Fez o pullback, começou a voltar, entraria aqui, um stop aqui embaixo, estaria longo, mas agora aqui, mais seguro. Quebrou aqui em cima, stop aqui embaixo, aqui, ó. E alvo aqui em cima. Eita, essas linhas aqui é chata, é com mensagem, vou tirar. Olha só. Então, essa daqui é com um balãozinho, né? Essa aqui, ó, é isso. Ó, seria aqui, ó. Pum, pum, stop aqui embaixo e o alvo já estaria aqui, ó, um para um e um a mais. E olha o que ele está fazendo agora, o Bitcoin, esse exato momento, tá? Querendo chegar lá no topo histórico já, galera, aí, ó. 73.800 aí, ó. Vai quebrar, se quebrar, vai lá para 78, 80, hein? Será que é hoje? Deixa eu colocar aqui no 3 horas. Olha aí. O bichão tá que tá, nesse exato momento. Você tá vendo história aí, ó. Ops, essa linha. Você está vendo a história aí, ó. Tá vendo? Neste exato momento, o Bitcoin arregaçando a parada toda. Deixa eu ver em outra plataforma. Como é que tá os outros gráficos? Euro subindo, o S500 subindo também, dólar caindo. O dólar tá caindo lá em cima, né? Esse dólar vai acabar realizando. Tá muito longe. E o Bitcoin, aqui, ó, subindo sem parar, freneticamente. Galerinha, Bitcoin hoje, hein? Arregaçou hoje para quem acompanha. Para quem acompanha não é novidade, né? Para quem acompanha não é novidade. Bitcoin arregaçando, Bitcoin na vedete. É a nossa queridinha aí do momento. Deixa eu só parar aqui no processo. Ok. Estou vendo os processos aqui. Galera, é isso aí, olha só. Bitcoin, não é mole não. Qual agora? Qual a parada? Olha, agora tudo pode acontecer. Ele pode chegar aqui, ó, nessa parada aqui e, puf, bater e cair, fazer um pullback, tá? Ele pode chegar aqui, ó, cair, chegar aqui e cair. Ou ele pode romper direto, tá? Ele pode romper direto aqui, ó. Romper direto aqui, eu fazer um pullback e depois romper, né? Aqui, ó. Esse aqui é o 3 horas, vamos por 4 horas. 4 horas, olha só. Fortão, fortão, hein? Não quer parar, não. Agora já começa a entrar o fomo, né? A febre da galera de não querer perder a oportunidade. Nesse momento, né? O pessoal quer entrar logo agora, depois de estar tudo esticado, né? Então, esse é o problema, né? Aí entra com tudo aí, vem um pullback louco, né? Aqui, ó, uma queda. aí fica chorando que comprou no topo, né? Então, você tem que comprar pensando que você vai ficar, vou comprar agora para ficar 5 anos. Essa é a minha técnica. Eu estou comprando agora, eu sei que independente de qualquer coisa aqui, eu vou ficar 5 anos, nem que fique 4 anos caindo, entendeu? Então vocês têm que ter essa ideia. Por isso que é bom esperar uma queda, né? Ó, as quedas aqui comprar, não na alta, né? Na alta, os que estão fazendo trade aí estão vendendo. Na alta é você ficar só feliz e só acompanhando, tá? Não dá de fazer nada. Olha aqui, ó. Bonitão ele, bonitão o Bitcoin, né? Bonitão, Bitcoin, não foda, é mole não. Tá todo mundo falando, a galera lá
Like the rate of growth has been slowing, I think, down to about 30% year over
já
year, and that's been like declining, but that makes a little bit of sense. So we
canal
just
internacional
essentially
Bitcoin também.
did the breakout higher on earnings, and then once it
Cara,
went
tô falando
underneath
outra
and got
coisa, tá?
red, everything just fell apart.
Então é
So some of that's
novidade,
going to
mas
be
ó,
technical,
Precursor,
obviously.
Bitcoin
So
73
SoFi, it
k
is climbing,
já
but
passou
relatively
já.
speaking, you're still
Não,
underneath yesterday's lows. SoFi is still pretty unhealthy. That looks like a reversal candle to me on the daily
after
chart.
the
You don't
close,
have to be a
ou
charter
seja,
market
ganhos
technician
do
to
Google
see it,
depois do
but whether or
fechamento.
not we get to
After earnings are
$10, 980
afternoon,
support next, or
live
it's
trade,
just going to have to settle
né,
itself
dia
down. So the
29. Então aqui
reaction
depois do fechamento
was,
ter,
again, they just
vai
sold it off.
ter
And this has
anunciar
happened
balanço,
time and
né? Que
time
aí
again on SoFi that
resultados, igual o
regardless, it
Brasil,
runs into earnings or
resultados,
gaps
e
up
aí
on those
pode dar
earnings,
movimento,
and
né?
then you get that
O
pullback. So
aftermarket de
it
lá.
doesn't matter whether they beat or not.
A galera
Mara
tá tudo
broke that
assim de
little
olho no
trend line
Bitcoin
back
também.
under, so I got back out. If it does
Bitcoin,
make
todos
another
os
bottom,
canais,
again,
todas as
previous close,
loucuras,
I would look to get back in. If it breaks back out the
todo
top,
mundo freneticão aí do Bitcoin, tá? Todo mundo freneticão do Bitcoin. É isso aí. O Bitcoin arrebentando, galera. Aí, ó. Vamos ver aqui. Deixa as galeras aí. Galera é loucona. Tem alguém mais falando de Bitcoin aí? Vamos ver. Jones. Dando o nome aqui. Os galera, uns malucos aí falando. Agora não tem muita não. Já tá pela manhã. O que que é isso? É, tô vendo aqui. Umas galera falando, outros não, mas tá todo mundo aí já de olho.
has been flying, but as I said, like it was one breakout that kind of didn't
Então é
work,
isso,
and
tá?
it's
Break
trying to
news
break
agora,
this
ó.
trend line, which I didn't
Real time para
save.
você.
There you go.
Vou
It's
deixar
not
até um
perfectly
pouquinho
drawn,
aqui.
but you get the idea. Like I'm looking for this as Bitcoin's breaking highs. This has a distinct downward trend. Let's go. It's power hour. Let's break out the trend and go higher. I feel like MSTR, like it's begging to make this move. DJT is begging to make the breakout. That's what's in play today. I mean, it's been crypto, it's been DJT. I keep saying the nuclear names and I keep not looking at them. Maybe I'll go there in a second. But none of these are breaking out. They're just kind of going sideways here. So it's requiring us to be a bit patient, unfortunately. But that's fine. Look, man, if MSTR wants to go and finally follow Bitcoin, I'm sure it can. And we can just show you. Like the reason why it makes,
Bitcoin.
I mean, obviously it makes, you could just be in Bitcoin here because we can trade IBIT. And it's just continuously making, like it just broke another high. So maybe a pullback into prior high is just the way to go. 41.65 there on Bitcoin, no question. You know, if the move isn't happening the way you want it in your proxy, so to speak, like if you're trying to, let's say you're trying to trade, I don't know, like Micron, like Micron's not doing anything, or AVGO gets to the top and now it's all of a sudden not giving me what I want, you could always just go to like an ETF in that case. In this case, we could just go to Bitcoin in general. So I might just go over to Bitcoin on the next available dip. IBIT.
Yeah, exactly. You know, or you could just do what I'm doing. Right there, nice little move right there as Google again. This is not the most Exciting trade. Oh, man. All right, so we just buy that little dip. I mean, again, if we were waiting at 60s, where we sort of were in the first place, we'd have a better price. But we waited for 75s. It was up to 85. We take another piece out right there. Average price 77. I mean, the next out is 90s, and then we wait for this to break. And at least we'll have, if it breaks, we'll have a better price, right? So that's what we're kind of waiting for here, but no promises that this does anything whatsoever. Palantir was another name I wanted to look at. Not much happening with this. We just put out tonight, big time earnings tonight, man. We've got Google, we've got First Solar, we've got AMD, we've got them all coming through there. Reddit, Visa, Snapchat, 410, CMG, AMD there tonight. So they're all coming through tonight. Go find out all those estimates right there. But yeah, Reddit really performing. $82.
Look at the
wow.
weekly on that.
You want to talk about a IPO that has been just fire. Where's the here?
Gun to head, Kava, Reddit. Which one?
Where's the Kava? I mean, I take
Kava's a monster.
well,
they're both good.
Yeah, I mean, the storm is brewing here on Reddit right now as Venus Williams gets richer and richer. Huge move to the upside right there. Boom, $60. Huge move up. We'll see what happens now with Reddit. I mean, IPO around $50, really making those nice moves. So yeah, there goes Reddit, and then forget it. And then the other one there would be tonight, which we haven't talked about. I was like, what? Snapchat right now coming through. So we'll wait to hear about that one. Possible flow through into Meta if Snapchat talks about revenues on the ad side and how that's been doing. So we'll have to wait to see if Snapchat has some sort of an effect there off of with Meta and Snapchat. So there's the nice bounce off the 50-period moving average. Wow, again, eh? So this name here, I mean, why not fill that gap, right? Right back up to the 200-period moving average. So that would be a nice move back up, and the implied move there for Snapchat, as we tweeted, there was 20%. Ay caramba, that's nice, man. So you're gonna add $2 onto 10. That does get you to that $12.50, $13 mark. So yeah, join after, man. It's gonna be a monster there.
You have up what last time was?
Today. No, previous move minus 30%.
I was gonna say something. Yeah, it moved gigantic. I knew it was gigantic the last time there.
Going again.
So just thank you very much, Nick Dubs.
Come on, Google.
With the super chat in here. Your swing trades are Mattel, MGM, AMD, ARM, TER. Thoughts on ARM at $200? Sheesh. Thoughts on ARM at $200? I mean, so do you think I think ARM is going to get to $200? I think that's on these earnings. I don't think at the next earnings it's going to get to $200. Eventually, do I think ARM's going to get to $200? Yes. Candidly, I do own ARM shares in my personal account. A lot of people will point to, and ARM is absolutely a very expensive stock on a PE basis. But that's just how it is. And it's still been performing anyway. So, yeah, whether it gets to an all-time high in any kind of, I guess, rapid fashion, I think that's a little bit unlikely given how extended it is. But I think the 170, like this 175 area is a little bit more realistic for a short-term target for ARM. They report on the 6th, right? So to think that you're not going to get, I don't think you get there before the earning, but I think getting to the 175 level, a little more reasonable expectations there. Will it get to 200 eventually? 100%. I think it's going to go there long term. I'm just probably not as optimistic as you that it can happen on these earnings, let's just say. Like, I'm not quite there. But the 200 period the 200 period moving average is fantastic for ARM. That's been a great place to look for some dip buys on this one. AVGO, it comes right into support. It cannot seem to retake the high of the day. It's just kind of slowly bleeding away. I'm not liking it as much. And that Intel breakout did sort of happen, that flat top break. There was like I don't know, iceberg or whatever you want to call it at 2280. They broke it out. Now can it hold back above that previous breakout price? Because that's what you got to do. Otherwise, it's just another VWAP retrace for INTC.
Oh, the money storm is happening right now as Bitcoin 73.4, and look what we did on Mara. Oops, we did it again. Right there, we'll fire off the hot dog cannon there for Mara. Hold up to 23 cents in the money right now, and just got up to 19.15. So we'll take a piece out right there now. We'll take out Google. Just went 10 cents. We'll take some more out on Google. Hopefully that will go upside. No promises on that one. We talked about Visa. The other name reporting tonight is going to be Chipotle. So we can have a quick look there. Yellen is talking about some banks. Let me just see if there's anything going on here with XLF. She's just talking about making sure the banking system can support the economy, this and that. So it doesn't look like anything's happening over here with that one. She just had some sort of an event here. As I have the Benzinga Pro platform in my ear. It doesn't be seeming to affect any of these banks. So, all right. So we were celebrating when we held NVIDIA all the way back to the high of the day. So we're still in the money here. This is almost $2. We could have got out at that top. Again, it's this very, very small piece. We'll wait to see what winds up happening. But we're not doing anything until it breaks the 200 period moving average. So that's 140. We might as well just put that in right now. 141.50. So we'll put that in. And then, hey, if we only have to make $1.30, oh, well, we'll do that. 141.48 out of 100% of this. We'll put our offer into that. We just canceled our bid, which was down here. So again, this is what I just need to do better. Like our out was VWAP. This was 30 cents worth of an out to give us $1.70. So pretty good there. We probably should have, we should have held more. Google really having a hard time up here. Yeah. That's, what else you guys? Oh, SMR. So again, SMR.
There's another one going too.
I don't know. I don't even know if this is going. This is a name right here. I am in the money. My long is 12 and change on this. The only time I took something out, which was pretty small, was 1835. I like the space. We're down on SMR today, though, bouncing off that $22 mark. And it's kind of why I'm not nervous about Palantir, but it's kind of like we've already seen this top. I did get some out of Palantir. You guys remember that? I think it was 43 or 44. I'm going to double check it. But I'm just wondering right here, we bounced off 22. We bounced off 22 here today as well for SMR. All right, we're into power hour now. So let's see what winds up happening. Getting lighter and lighter on Mara as that comes in again. So there's a good out for us on Mara. Getting ready to drop it. We have about 30% left, no less. We have about 20% left of this position on Mara. So yeah, just relaxing here into the close, getting ready for what's going to be a big, big recap show.
It's going to be a massive one for sure with all those earnings to go through. Like every time you think that you've heard them all, then you drop a couple more. I didn't even remember that we had Reddit, which is going to be a big one, that recent IPO. DJT just pulled back. First time that's actually making a significant pullback back into this $53 level here on DJT. So let's see if we can hold on to the even dollar. I don't know what's going on with the countdown. I guess that's counting down to when we have the early look on the imbalances at 3:30, which will be in about 25 minutes or so. So we'll let you know how those go. Not really expecting anything all that crazy.
That's the clock to the
what do you think it's
eventual market demise. You have 24.
Oh, it's like it's a doomsday clock.
Doomsday, good one. That's
it should be a keystroke
today. So that didn't really have. I mean, although the market is taking purple as green for sure, because up 1% right now and starting to go a little bit here.
ES not so much because the banks were having a rough day. I didn't really check to see what he was doing.
They were down. Well, I just thought JP Morgan was down at 8.8. What is the ES? Yeah, 0.8.
Yeah, I just checked
the
JP.
problem.
The problem is on my quote board. The only bank I have on my quote board is JP Morgan, so I just see that down. I'm like, well, if JP's down, then the sector's down. Which is usually, that's lazy work, but it's usually right. So like a lot of times it's like work faster, not harder. So a bit of a bounce here on DJT off of the 53 level, just trying to hold on to a higher low. It hasn't really done it yet, as you're still a little bit weak on this pullback. And it could easily go into VWAP. It wouldn't have to halt to get to VWAP here on DJT. But if it's going to make this nice little reversal candle off this 53, I might try to slip in here in the off the quarters, which it hasn't really gone back into. I just realized it's not on my chart. But yeah, DJT pulling back into 53. There was a resistance at the 54 level. It snapped one time back through. It doesn't seem like it wants to get to the quarters. Maybe some Larry Bird action. And we'll get a small piece in off of Larry Bird and then see if it makes some kind of a push back into that 53. The Broadcom's still going sideways. BTC is continuing to go higher. There's a Larry Bird song? No, I don't know Larry Bird song. His number is 33. That's why I said it, Fabian. There. I'll just say that for the prices. Like 32.
Next time, just say Alonzo Mourning.
Zoe?
Yeah, he's number 33, wasn't he?
Alonzo Mourning had one of the greatest, his debut had one of the greatest stats of all time. The first 21 times Alonzo Mourning touched the ball in his NBA career, he either shot it or turned it over. He didn't pass the ball once,
That makes sense.
but that's how he rolled. He was a great player.
Yeah, very good player for sure. That Dwayne Wade statue was really wrecked, man. I don't understand. People need to be losing their jobs for that.
That was
When Trader TV Live puts mine up, if it looks anything like that,
That's
I mean, that's
epically bad.
we're out of here. Okay, let's just see what this NASDAQ looks like. Oh yeah, about that. These were shorts. Hey, we're short. And can we believe we're up on this trade? It's because, again, it was that early short that we were feeling in the market. And that was really led to this huge move. Not even huge. It was about, I think it was about 80 handles or so. That was that very bottom. And we actually had basically the top and the bottom of this move as we planted the purple flowers, but then pretty much gave it back as we moved all the way back up here before eventually breaking that pre-market high, which was a good thing we were able to get out of it, because then there you go, and you continue to march higher. I think it's, I don't want to say fool's gold or anything like that, but it's going to be pretty risky there to think about where we're going on this play. And what I mean by that is like, you really want to go short here into the close when we have AMD that's reporting aftermarket that's up 3%. We have, right now, this is what we're doing, Neil. Oh boy, there it is again right now. Nice play for Google. Let's go. Nice play for Google right there. I mean, we got our reload there, so we're back in it right there. Boom to the upside. We're giving those winners again here today, man. This is the kind of trading that you're here for. Thank you for watching, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. There goes Google. Boom. Nice move there. Right back there to the upside. Let's see if Google now breaks that 70 level. But hey, no worries, guys. We're just out of half of the reload again. So you see what I'm saying? We make 15 or 20 cents right there on that half. Then we reload that half again. So in what is only a 25-cent move, we make 30 cents. So nice move up there for Google. Let's see what happens now. I'm going to get out of another piece now at 99 and then wait to see what happens now for Google. Bitcoin going upside, Mara going upside, everything groovy right now here in Katina land.
Yeah, that's what I love to see,
And
making that
NVIDIA.
power. What was I going to say? Bitcoin made that fresh high of the day, like you mentioned there. Someone was asking what the implied move. I'll get there in a second. I just want to go over DJT. The implied move on Alphabet. Someone was asking, but DJT, it caught another higher low off that 53, so 53.20. Got Larry Bird. It is what it is. Want to get some out prior low. So if you look at the range when this was going sideways, 54 change highs. 53.50 bottom, scalp there, get out in front of the 54 level. Broadcom is only now getting back. I mean, it's just being dragged up by the market. So it pulled back in, held this prior low, so reloaded there. Could have reloaded on the other end. We ended up on the, that's actually on the front end. Should be on the back end when you get that. Let it bounce off that prior level and then get long. You end up with the same price, but you actually get it as it's curling back up. Doesn't matter when it works, but it does matter when it doesn't work. Is the best way to think about it. So still want to get some out into a 179 break, looking for that to press. I mean, NVIDIA is pressing through highs. The market's pressing through highs. I'm going to make the assumption, I mean, AMD, which reports after earnings, is pressing to the highs as we currently speak. So like I said, DJT was the only new entry point off of that hold of 53, higher low 53.2, which it looks like it wants to challenge right now. Well, I don't like that. I'm going to literally not even letting it break. Not even letting it break. Just that was so okay. So the best way to think about it is it's gonna. I'm not short DJT, but when it just curled here, my stop was underneath 53 even, and then I saw it just looking like it was cascading down. It's like, no, that's a punch. That's a punch out. So it's good because I had to take profit out. It's gonna say that's gonna code that to a short trade, but that's because I just punched right out. And again, that's just the difference between getting out at 53.15 and getting out at 52.84. You can have a stop order all you want, but if you're watching the stock and it's like there's no reason to get out of the long right now, you just punch it. That was purely the nastiness in the tape. Now we have to wait in for VWAP there. So very, very quick loss of the bid, but you got to be quick, and that's why you always have level 2s up with the stocks that you're trading. If you're trading multiple stocks, I'm always going to want to have a level 2 up for anything that I'm going to be in, because you could easily see that bid drop on DJT.
All right. So Google does break. We got some O's. We just got some more down here at 95s. So, and that'll be it, man. We're not going to go too crazy. And I just put the stop order. Oh no, I got to sort my order log here by time. I just, here we go. Hold on. I unsorted it.
You should be able to make it static.
Yeah, you click it by accident and that's what happens. Okay, so I was just going to give it only to this. So I actually broke it through 75. If we break down below right there, then we'll get out. So we're long at 92 right now on Google. Looks like a failed break there. It only gets as high as 07s, but that's fine. You know, we like the trade. We want to be in it, so we're in it. And that's how I'm operating right now with Google. Stay in the trade because I like it. So we'll stay in it for now. If it breaks that low, then we're out. Like I said, we'll be near the highs of the day for us. So we're just kind of playing around right now. That break is probably, well, I can not tell you probably, we're in about 20 to 25% of a position like that we probably would have had in the AM. But we're going to go long here on Google and see if that continues to work. What is Amazon
I think
doing?
we're pretty much, the all-time high is, I
Amaz.
think,
Oh.
here, basically.
For what? Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, it's getting real.
Yeah, 73.7
close.
something is the all-time high.
Yeah, so I have a daily chart up. If you want to see where we're sitting at, I mean, I can throw a 1 minute. You just got to, come on, Trading View, like 73.2 something like that. Maybe we got to and just pull back a little bit. So you are breaking that high of the day imminently. Oh, yeah, AVGO 179, even, check that. It just got some out in front of the even dollar. There's somebody selling. Look, AVGO is never going to have a wall of shares like an NVIDIA would, but there was an order there at the 90s. It's now breaking through that top. But I think Bitcoin making an all-time high is going to be spicy. I don't want to call it exactly 42 because I don't know for sure that that's going to be the price, but it's in and around 42 on iBit is going to be that break of the all-time high on Bitcoin. So we'll look at it live. It's not there yet, but we are getting very, very close to that fresh all-time high for BTC. So
Congratulations!
Yeah.
to anybody that is long Bitcoin, and let's see where it goes from here. Everyone's been waiting a while for this to finally break that trend. It's here, and whether or not we get to 100,000, I mean, it's a matter of time. Whether or not we get there by the end of the year, I'd like to think I like 93. Just I don't know.